A skills training session is a fun, interactive session delivered by a trained facilitator intern imparting knowledge and skills to peer educators. In these sessions, peer educators get the need-to-know information as sessions are based on the GOLD curriculum and cover topics and issues such as community upliftment, self-development, and leadership. The GOLD curriculum has 6 modules, and these are self-development, sexual and reproductive health, gender, relationships and rights, leadership, communication skills, community action. Peer educators will then impart the knowledge learned to their peers and in their community. The elements that make up a successful training session are a warm-up and introduction, interactive learning activities that break down the topic and allow for discussions, and a call to action. Let's unpack each of these elements. The warm-up is made up of an icebreaker and an introduction to the session. These are important components because they break the ice, set the tone for the session, and they introduce the topic in a fun and interesting way. Peer educators learn by doing so. It's important to make sure that they're involved in the learning activities. This will help peer educators apply what they've learned and share it with their peers and wider community. Role plays, games, and lively discussions are examples of how to get the peer educators involved in the skills training session. The GOLD curriculum contains all the skills training sessions a facilitator intern will need. Activities in these sessions are interactive and encourages peer educator engagement. As a facilitator intern, you need to be aware of the issues in your community so that your selected skills training sessions can meet the needs of peer educators. A call to action is a key part of every skills training session. It brings the session to a close and encourages peer educators to apply what they've learned. A key part of the call to action is helping peer educators think through how they can practically use the information learned and how they can share this information with their peers and community. After the session is complete, don't just pack up and leave. Stay after the session in case peer educators have questions or they just want to talk. This helps build trust and establish facilitator intern to peer educator relationships. When and where? Skills training sessions take place on a weekly basis. They can happen before, during, or after school. The venue for the skills training session could be a classroom, community hall, or even outside under a tree. Sessions can also happen over weekends and they last between 40 to 60 minutes. How? Scheduling is the key to success. Make sure your skills training sessions are scheduled in advance and peer educators know when the session will take place and where you'll be meeting. Try to schedule your sessions on the same day of the week and at the same time. This will help peer educators remember. Building relationships with key stakeholders like linkage teachers is important as they will assist with the scheduling of your session. Before delivering a skills training session, it is important that you prepare by first reading the session background notes and then completing the session plan. A session plan is not rigid, it's a framework and a guideline for what needs to be done and what key information needs to be relayed. After your skills training session has been delivered, it's time to review how you think the session went. Facilitator interns should complete the session review tool that will prompt them to think about what worked well in the session and what can be improved next time. Let's summarize all the aspects that we've talked about. Gold Youth top tips. Preparation is vital. Know your topic. Understand your community. Schedule sessions in advance. Keep it fun and interactive. Build relationship with peer educators after sessions. Complete the session plan and session review tool.